YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. I got the curls. I got the scoop. You're going to laugh. Let's get started. It's not cute not knowing, much like we do every day. Go a hug. You never know who needs a hug. You never know who doesn't realize what today it is, because with the holidays, it's like, what day is this? It's Tuesday. New Year's Eve is on Friday. How you guys doing? It's not cute not knowing, and now it's time to know. Will Wendy Williams fight to get her show back? I think she's going to return. Her son has given her an ultimatum to get it together. Fix it. Fix your life. It's more than just the Graves' disease, by the way. Wendy reportedly spent the holidays alone in New York. Where's her family? Down in Florida. Where are her friends? No friends. Sources say a lot of times she's rude, a user. I'm not saying you need a gaggle of girlfriends, because you don't. But at least a friend, because friends are important. Friends are nurturing, but you'd be surprised. To have a friend, you got to be a good friend in return. And a lot of people do not realize the benefits of being a friend. When you get older, your life changes and it's different and you're busy. But that one friend, at least one. It's a sad situation because she's dealing with Graves' disease, other things. She is starting to go out, venture out, I guess, if she has to go to the store or things like that. But I think she's going to come back in 2022 fighting for her show. I think she wants it back. I think that's the one thing that brings her peace and purpose. But do they want her back? Sherry Shepherd, she's been doing her thing. Mostly all the hosts has been good. I just didn't like Leah Remini. But even the men who have sat down in the purple chair have done well. This is going to be really interesting how this plays out in 2022, but I think Wendy is going to come back fighting for a show. Betty White, the legendary actress, Golden Girl. 2022 is a major year because she turns 100. No one has seen her because with everything that's going on, it's like wrap her in plastic. She's on the cover of the new issue of People magazine, and she says she's avoided greens. That's why she has longevity. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to eat your greens. But she's on the cover of People magazine, and in just a few weeks, Betty White is turning 100 years old. The View is having a problem finding a Republican host. If you've noticed, Meghan McCain has not been replaced. It's called The View for a reason. You got your Democrats and your liberals, but you need a good Republican point of view. It has to be a balance, and it makes for a great conversation. The only thing is, like Meghan McCain was a disaster because she sat there like a spoiled brat. You can agree to disagree and not be or act like an ass. Who could they get? I'm telling you now, they want somebody who's not going to go on with the theory that Trump really won the election or that the January 6th insurrection was just a visit to D.C. They want someone who can be honest about what's going on within the party, but also how the Democrats could be better because there's a balance. One side is just not greater than the other. There's a Candace Owens. She's the black conservative. Donald Trump cracked her face last week. She was talking about the vaccine, saying they weren't good, and Donald Trump corrected her, and he said, don't say that. He said they work. Now she is saying that he's old, and that's why he's saying that. Girl, you ain't standing a chance because he does not care about you. You got a Megyn Kelly. Controversial from day one. She got so much money out of NBC for just acting crazy. They don't want anyone like that. I think they got to find a fresh voice, a Republican who is not a radical, who's not boring. A lot of people they got up there, they were just boring. But someone who can give their opinion and hold their ground against these very strong women, but not do it in a way that you just come off like you're a brat. But The View is having a problem filling the shoes of a Meghan McCain who is awful. Let's talk about some things on TV next week. Jimmy Fallon's new show, That's My Jam, debuts on Monday. There was a preview in November, but it's a show where celebrities, they do all these musical games and compete. What I love about That's My Jam, 2 Philly natives are featured, Adam Blackstone and DJ Active. That's going to be a good show. Tuesday night on ABC is a huge night. First off, Blackish is returning for the last and final season. Season 8 kicks off on Tuesday. Former First Lady Michelle Obama is going to be popping up, and Anthony Anderson has already landed his next gig. He is going back to NBC. He is going back to Law and Order. Also on Tuesday night on ABC, Steve Harvey, Judge Steve Harvey, his show is going to be officially debuting, followed by Abbott Elementary. I've been talking about this show. West Philadelphia's own Quinta Brunson is the star, along with Shirley Ralph, Tyler James Williams from Everybody Hates Chris. If you love shows like The Office and shows like that, you're going to love Abbott Elementary. It is really a funny and cute show. Also on next Tuesday night, Keisha Knight Pulliam has a documentary on OWN. It's about health concerns of Black women. Everything from fertility to miscarriages to IVF to fibroids. It's called Eggs Over Easy, and it's going to be airing on Oprah Winfrey's OWN network. Singer-actress Andra Day is also going to be participating. This New Year's Eve, Uncle L, as an LL Cool J, will be joining Ryan Seacrest for Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. And they say that LL is going to do like a little mini concert of his hits before the ball drops. Well, they're saying that West Side Story is officially a bomb. Steven Spielberg's musical cost $100 million to make. So far, it has only made $36 million. They're saying it didn't do well because it was geared towards an older audience, and the older audience not ready to go to the movies yet. Put it on streaming. Put it on. It needs to go to streaming immediately. It doesn't need to wait until February. They need to find a way to get this on a streaming service now, because there is an audience for West Side Story. Great musical movie, of course, the 1961 version, and Steven Spielberg actually corrected some things. He's using Latino actors and actresses, not making a white actor or actress wear darker makeup to look Latino. I think it's going to find a home on the streaming network because it does look good. No, I haven't seen it, but I want to see it, and when it comes on streaming, I'll be checking it out. I tell you one movie I watched. My son said, we're doing this, we're going to watch movies all week. We should watch that movie on Netflix, Don't Look Up. And I've been talking about it for a while. It's about 2.5 hours long. So, it's a comedy disaster movie with Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence, Meryl Streep, Kate Blanchett, Ariana Grande, Tyler Perry, Chris Evans, Jonah Hill. It's funny, and all right, I felt guilty about some of the things I was laughing at, because it's a disaster movie with these really funny scenes in it. But then the end, I'm still thinking about this movie. But this movie, Don't Look Up, it is streaming on Netflix right now. And one thing that I found interesting, it's like very much today, with everything that's going on in politics with vaccines and this, the pandemic. But it's a good and interesting movie, but I did feel guilty giggling some scenes. Alicia Keys has released her last album for Sony Records. The album Keys frees her. She has to do no more projects for Sony Music. She's going to be an independent artist and do her music her way. Dr. Oz, it's really funny how he wants Oprah to stay away from his campaign. I don't know about y'all, but his commercials, I was like, because I've interviewed Dr. Oz in the past. It was great interviews. He used to be in Ebony magazine all the time. He seems different. I was like, they're taking away our rights. What does that sound like to y'all when you hear they're taking away our rights? I said, oh, Dr. Oz. He's running for Senate in Pennsylvania, and they say he wants Oprah to stay away. Oprah discovered you. Jada Pinkett Smith, she's been dealing with alopecia, and now she is dealing with, they're kind of like lines coming up in her head, I guess, where no hair is coming in. She says that she will just probably completely just clean it and just wear it, just clean shave it, because she doesn't want people to think, did you have surgery? What's wrong with the top of your head? But she's been very honest about her battle with alopecia. There's various forms of alopecia, and a lot of women are starting to talk about it because you can feel alone. I'm dealing with traction alopecia, years of braids and locks and pulling and just doing everything under the sun since I was a teenager, doing my hair. But I could say that it's coming in slow. They told me don't expect anything overnight, but I get treatments in my scalp to bring the hair, to make it come alive, to probably come in much finer than what it is. But I've been dealing with traction alopecia, and I talk about it because a lot of women are dealing with it, and hence that's why I've been coming to y'all with the curly wigs, because I had to find a look that I like, that I could get used to. This was a hard transition, but when I finally cut my hair, it did feel freeing. It did. And I said, okay, I'm ready to start anew. And my hair is coming in. It's slow, but it's coming in. My niece was like, Auntie, look at your hair, it's coming in. I said, I know. We're just not ready to do any unveiling yet. But alopecia in women is a real thing. And if you are experiencing alopecia, you should definitely talk to a doctor, your hairstylist, so that you don't feel alone, because there are many women that are going through various forms of alopecia. Look at this. You get curls, you get scoop, medical advice. It's just like a nice thing of gumbo, and you just get it all together. Leave a comment, because I do read the comments. Subscribe to the channel, because you never want to miss a thing. To our Twitter family, mwah, hi y'all, this is what we do besides play records on the radio. And give us a thumbs up if you like the video. Have a great interview. Have a great afternoon. It's not cute not knowing, and now you know. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture.